My name is Richard Blum. I've been in the hobby now close to 20 years. I've been passionate about flying RC planes now for a better part of my life, but now in the last 20 years I'm able to do it. So that's kind of been my thing lately. I first got in when I was probably in my mid 40s, and I went out and bought a small Corsair and couldn't fly it and got about 15 minutes of it, but I was hooked. So then I found a local club, and most clubs have a training program, which I got involved with, and they taught me how to fly. And just the fellowship of sharing knowledge in a club really paid off for me. In the beginning, learning how to fly and crashing planes was really difficult to get over. The fear of flying in the wind and knowing I actually had the skills to do it at one point was really quite an accomplishment for myself, and still is to this day when I'm one of the only 2 or 3 guys flying in 20-mile-an-hour winds. I think the moment that really made me stick with the hobby is when I started to get it, and the club members were supportive of me in a lot of ways. When I started to fly 3D and was really starting to throw some maneuvers down, I was like, okay, I'm getting this. I think my greatest achievement in the hobby is rising through the ranks to have the respect of the club members. You know, I'm always been one to want to give back to the things that I get something out of. Participating in the membership of the club and actually moving up into running the club and being president, and having people thank me on a daily basis for the things that I've been doing for the club because they like what's going on, really makes me feel kind of like I've achieved something in the club, and hope that it wears off on other people so they see that, you know, it's a good thing to give back. I try to give back to the sport and the community by making sure the club is involved in the community at times. We go to the elderly homes and put displays on. I run a training program myself through the club, and we're always helpful to anybody who wants to fly or know anything about it. We're always running our mouth, you know, and always open door and policy, and try to help people make the right decisions in what they should be flying and what they shouldn't be flying, because, you know, if they're losing their planes, they're not coming back. If you're interested in getting involved in a hobby, I suggest you go into a club. Clubs are really well structured in some ways to help new people get involved, to the point where they have training programs where you can learn to fly on their planes. With a buddy box, you have 2 people and one takes over if you make mistakes, so it makes it simple for you to learn. And then you basically, when you get the hang of it, you're on your own, and it doesn't cost you a lot of money then.